Capoeirista, look at that, doing his butterfly. And let's see. He's taking on, I don't know who he's taking on, but obviously not a Capoeirista. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's see if he can show off these moves under pressure. Okay, doing an au. Look at, wow. He's like, go big or go home. Not bad. Ooh, nice kick from the ground. Sort of like a martelo de chao, right? Okay. Oh, a spin kick. Got him. Very impressive. Very impressive. Okay, so they ruled it in favor of Capoeirista. Then look at that. Au, a cartwheel, right? And then look at that. That was crazy. And he could have paid for that, right? If orange shirt were a different type of fighter. Look at that kick from the ground. So, yeah, very cool. See, he's got a little bit of a jingo, right? And then that spin kick caught orange shirt out of nowhere. Okay, here we have a Capoeirista. Okay. Oh, wrong range, wrong range. Wow. Went into an Aikido-esque grappling match. So, okay, again, the wrong range. So both of them, I think, left the center. So I think that didn't count. Look at that. Obviously, it's not. Okay, he's always thinking of Jenga. Oh, look at this. Look. Oh, nope. Nope. Wrong transition. It's so funny that it reversed to grappling in this one. So, Capoeirista is a little bit bigger, right? He definitely has a reach advantage. Look at that. He's unable to launch the spin kicks that he wants to. So, you're in the pocket. You're in the pocket. Be careful. Nope. Okay. All right. All right. Both of them kind of, yeah, they both left again. So, I don't know how they're going to score this one. This one's a little bit awkward. So, it looks like this one's going to the audience. By the way, the audience can judge if there's not a clear winner. So, this one is more who will the audience select in. Probably they're going to select the Capoeirista because, again, at least the guy tried some flair, right? If they're both about even, then they're going to go with the guy who had a little bit of flair. Yep, the Capoeirista got the audience vote. So we'll watch this one in slow motion. He's going in bladed, and then that knee landed, and then all these spin kicks just completely got jammed. And then this almost looks like Aikido. It's so funny. Yeah, purple belt, I guess you would call him. He had the right idea, keeping the pressure up, but he didn't land any clean strikes. That's the problem. And then by keeping the pressure up, he was a little bit too forward. Like his weight distribution was too forward. So it made takedowns, it made grappling easy, right? Look at that. I love it. Completely the wrong range. But again, both of them ended up grappling in it. Looked to the untrained eye like Capoeirista was more dominant, right? It looked like he was more dominant in the grappling, even though they were both not really doing well. Like, look at the Capoeirista just hesitating. But again, when it looks like you're slightly better in the grappling department, and to his credit, he landed 2 sort of knees on the purple belt guy. So, okay, third knee. And then sort of both exiting the ring like that. So, yeah, I can understand why the audience thought that he won. Hey guys, just like I'm half wearing this dress shirt, a lot of what Keiten Aijin features are these people who only half understand what fighting is, which is fine. Everyone needs a platform. Everyone needs a safe place to test themselves. And that's why I love featuring Keiten Aijin. It gives us kind of that in-between zone. Before someone becomes an amateur fighter, these are like the in-between people. And it's very important to see how they can pull off stuff, or if they can't pull off stuff, what went wrong. Now, I brought in Xavier Santana, Sanda fighter, coach, promoter, to ask him how he would prepare someone. Let's say he had a student or a fighter that really wanted to fight.
It's all about footwork. Footwork, learn how to place, and obviously a basic 1-2 jab cross. Where to throw, keep your hands up to above your chin. Like, you know, some people like to do the Philly shell, keep their hands up. It works for some fighters, but if you're not trained in that fight style, your coach is not certified in teaching that style of fighting, why use it? Footwork is key to doing anything. Footwork is like dancing, man. If you can walk, can you run? Can you jog? You know, it's all basic life skills.
A lot of times when someone looks like they can't fight. What does that mean, right? Oftentimes, it's the untrained eye recognizing that they don't move with the right footwork. For those of you in the future, if you're watching, be like, why does that guy look awkward when he's trying to fight? Very likely, it's not just, okay, he's afraid to get hit. Maybe he doesn't know how to punch through or kick through, but it's also because of the lack of footwork. Another great thing that Xavier Santana told me was, okay, how can you train them in a way to make them realize, do they really want to do this? So here's another great thing that Xavier told me.
That when you're really training, pushing them and sparring, coaching them while they're sparring, like, oh, you got to fight, you get used to this kind of pressure, used to this, they flake, they back out. They say they want to do it, but the action, when they go to do the action, is a completely different animal.
And that's why I encourage people, spar first. Obviously, Keiten Aijin, which is what we're featuring today, they are giving people who probably don't have much fight experience a chance to just do it. But I think a more smarter path is to go through a training camp or go through something that's almost as intense as a training camp. And that will give you a little bit of a gauge as to whether you can really do it. You want to properly assess your skill. Do it through a proven process. Okay, first start sparring, then maybe, okay, if you really want to fight, okay, go through one of those grueling training sessions and see if you can do it. You know, you're going to be doing this every day for the next few months. Do you think you can do it?
Or go through what I like to call Shark Tank. Sparring nonstop. You spar a fresh guy every round. You finish one round, on to the next. That's what I did yesterday.
Wow.
Every round, there was a fresh guy, a new guy. It was like, oh, God, you're going to die.
Final Capoeirista. Look at that. Doing some really cool moves. Let's see if he can make this work under pressure. That's an Aikido guy he's going up against. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Oh, learning to walk on all fours, right? That's a common skill with Capoeira. But again, he just basically gave his back and got pushed out. So, all right, let's see. Look at that. Wow, the Aikido guy trying some wrist locks. That was an attempt at a Vingachiva by the Capoeirista. Didn't work. All right. Oh, okay, he got jammed. You have to set up these spinning attacks, right? That's what a lot of these people forget. Or they just don't know because they've never really fought. Oh, he's trying to tesoro. He was trying to tesoro takedown, but yeah, it looks like that was negated, and Aikido guy would have won that exchange if it kept going. So, are they going to keep going, or? Wow, we found more good Aikido guys. This is Tadong Liuhe Daitoryu, I believe. I think it's called that. Dude, he's trying to manipulate the wrist, dude. He's trying. Dude, he's really trying his Aikido. Look at that. Ooh, pushed him out. Okay, what's gonna happen there? So he's like, aren't we supposed to have something happen if we both get out of bounds? So, okay, yeah, that's it. They're gonna see who wins. And I think it's going to go to Aikido guy, of course. So, let's see who wins. Yeah, Aikido guy won. So, for the sake of it, let's just watch it in slow motion. So, again, this part is just hilarious. You got to transition and not keep giving your back, right? And so the Aikido guy just kind of pushes him out. That was hilarious. Like, that's the thing that I sometimes would struggle with in Capoeira too. I would just look through my legs and walk around, and my teacher was like, stop doing that, like transition into, facing your opponent. And I love that the Aikido guy keeps trying different wrist locks and different small joint manipulations. So he's not just looking like an Aikido guy trying to be a kickboxer, right? He's actually trying to manipulate the upper body, especially the arms. So this was really cool. And then again, jamming, he could read that telegraph from a mile away. And then this is a part we see where, he actually was grabbing his pants for a bit, like tesoro, like a scissor sweep, but Aikido guy landed on top. So on the street, this probably would have been over. I don't think the Capoeirista really knew how to fight on the ground. And then we have a final exchange that also is kind of funny. Yeah, this one was just a little funny. And funny doesn't mean bad, right? Just like you could see a clash of styles, but also a clash of one guy that's definitely sparred, the Aikido guy, another guy who's really definitely not sparred. So they're almost playing like a push hands game. See, he's trying to manipulate the wrist, but under pressure, it's really hard to just manipulate a small joint, right? And then he just pushes him out, or I guess both of them go out, and sort of, I love this point. He looks at the refs. He's like, dude, are Are you guys going to like rule it or anything? Like we both went out. Xavier Santana and I are working on a show in Florida. So let's give you guys a teaser as to what you guys can expect August 2nd.
The venue we're going to be using is Komodo Training Center. Right now, it's looking like I have 10 fights. Sanda, of course. And I just locked this fight in. 2 girls fighting at 135 pounds. I got Stephanie Watson from Marfort Muay Thai. Arleta Estrada fighting out of Futures MMA. She has a 3-0 record against Stephanie Watson, who holds a 3-1 record.
Guys, if you really like this, make sure to share it around. I think likes don't matter too much anymore, so feel free to like this too, but even more importantly, share this. Send it to people, put it on different social media, etc. Xavier Santana will be back, and of course, we're going to feature more Keiten Aijin. I believe they just had a show. I followed up with them a few weeks ago. They said they were just about to have another show, or maybe they're going to have another show very soon in the summer. So anyways, there's going to be a lot more footage on their channel, so make sure to go follow Hurricane X Promotions and go follow Keiten Aijin. Okay, guys, talk to you soon. A lot more to come.